Hello everybody, I'm Jong-won attending Yonsei University in Korea. I made this presentation today to introduce Korea to college students from other countries. I suppose you might think of such as BTS or kimchi, but I don't want to say such a clique. Instead, what I'm going to talk about today is the best place in Korea and spirits of Korea that I want to introduce. I have divided my presentation into three parts. First of all, I'll tell you about Incheon. Second, I'm going to tell you about the spirit of Korea, rapidity. Last, I'd like to wrap up the presentation introducing another spirit of Korea, the patriotic spirit. Let's start with an introduction to Incheon. First, Incheon is a famous international city. When you visit Korea, the first place you arrive is in Incheon. Because there is Incheon International Airport, the pride of Korea as a world-class airport. And Incheon is a city of history. Incheon is a city that opened its ports early in modern Korea. Because of that, there are many historical sites. The Chinatown and churches show the histories of Korea's modern history. There are also ancient monuments such as dolmens. Now, let's move on to the spirit of Korea, rapidity. Many Koreans want to complete tasks as soon as possible, and that made rapidity culture. I'd like to say internet speed and delivery services. Korea is one of the countries with fast internet speed. Also, the internet is well established so you can use it quickly and easily. Not only the speed of the internet but also the delivery is fast. Delivery doesn't take more than a week no matter where you are in Korea. The last thing that I want to say is another spirit of Korea, patriotism. Historically, Korea has been invaded a lot and has often overcome it with the power of the people. During the Japanese colonial era from 1910 to 1945, Koreans sacrificed their lives to fight against Japan and eventually achieve liberation. Also, at the time of the IMF bailout, people voluntarily collected gold to pay off their foreign exchange debts. Thanks to people's spirit of patriotism, we were able to get off the foreign exchange crisis relatively soon. And recently, as the Corona-19 crisis began, several medical staff volunteered to help prevent a national crisis. As a result, it was a great help to prevent proliferation and treat confirmed patients. So, that covers everything that I want to say. To summarize, I told you three things about Korea, Incheon, rapidity, and patriotism. I don't know how you felt about Korea. I just wanted to introduce true Korean things. I hope it was a good first impression for you and I'll finish presentation. If you have a question, I'd be happy to answer them. Thank you.